This is Ray Balzer with AimPro Billiards. In this video, I will introduce you to the AimRight practice tool and the AimRight method to use it. The AimRight simplifies the game by limiting shots to 16 cut angles, which you learn thoroughly. And the constant feedback on every shot allows you to quickly identify stance, stroke, or vision flaws to fix and gain consistency. Thus, the AimRight trained player is a more confident player, and the method is a roadmap to get there. The first phase is really all about fundamentals. You only shoot a few cut angles plus straight in. The AimRight will help you with basic mechanics so that you can aim and stroke and even play a bit of position more confidently. It does this by giving constant feedback during practice whether your mechanics are good enough. With such constant feedback and a willingness to experiment with changes, you can more quickly improve. Shots have to be aimed, of course, and you must be very accurate and precise. Beginners quickly learn that aiming a round ball to hit another round ball is not straightforward. They learn how to identify the desired contact point, but that one can't just aim the cue ball center at that point. So how do you do it? Well, there are many choices, and it's partly personal preference. Each system has trade-offs. Ghost ball aiming is based on imagining a cue ball in contact with the object ball as desired and shooting to achieve that. On thin cuts, you aim outside of the object ball. Contact point aiming focuses on the intended contact point of the object ball, as well as the symmetrical point on the cue ball that strikes it. Double the distance and fractional aiming generally use other aspects of the geometry of the contact configuration and typically always aim a part of one ball at a part of the other, using centers and edges as much as possible. Develop some skill with several different cut angles and with increased difficulty via distance, speed, and spin. Gain some control over the cue ball distance after the shot with top spin, stun, and draw. And learn what direction the cue ball is going to go with those different vertical spins. Then it's time to work up to all the angles. First 7, the eighths, then 14, filling in the 16ths, then the last two very thin cuts of 70 and 77 degrees. This gives further feedback on mechanics while broadening one's skill with the full array of cut angles needed to play a good game. Do all the prior exercises with making the shot at various speeds and vertical spins and control cue ball position. Introduce clusters to hit after making the ball when shooting the shot. Learn to first overcome that distraction and still make the shot. Next, learn to hit the cluster at various speeds. A more advanced position skill is to know and control where the cue ball goes after hitting a rail when you have a shot that's close to a rail. This includes shots with follow, stun, and draw. You'll also learn how to adjust when the object ball is further off the rail. Eventually, you need to work with Sidespin. It offers much complexity, yet helps you play at a higher level. Repeat all the prior practice setups, but now add some Sidespin into the mix. Unless already skilled, stay with only one tip at first. and it helps with cue ball positioning off a rail. It can also be used as a method to compensate for throw that would otherwise affect shot direction, which is very important on table length shots. You could just use the AimRight training method to this point to simply develop sound, consistent mechanics and learn cue ball control. And then in advanced drills and games, you could be just like everyone else, see where the ball needs to be hit and shoot it. But optionally, it's a natural extension of your training to determine the best AimRight angle for the situation and then shoot it the exact way you've trained. This is a big step because it requires you to estimate shot angles. That's challenging, and it adds an interesting dimension to the game. And that's what I'm doing here on every shot. To learn more, there are other videos that expand on various aspects of the AimRight method. Thanks for watching.